So
Are we live? Are we not? Nobody
I
knows.
I think we're live now. I think we're live.
All
We're
right.
live. We're live, people. We're live. Yay!
We're live.
How are you doing today, Max?
I am good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm better today than I was yesterday. That's for sure.
Right on. Right on. So you're feeling happy enough to tackle a sad path? No one's ever made that joke before. Did you know that?
I don't. I don't see. I don't even know what you mean. But I am ready to tackle the sad path.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Should we explain to our audience what sad path is?
Yeah. Yeah. Right. So I mean, we are using the sad path to indicate that you're making an HTTP request to the API and something goes wrong. So you're getting back something else than what you want for your app to function. I guess sad path could be more of an umbrella term and just be like when anything is not working. But for the purposes of today, we are testing what happens and then developing that functionality when things don't go as expected. Yeah.
Exactly. When things are not as going as expected. That's. I think that sums it up. Uh, we're often talking about the happy path and the sad path. Happy path is, the desired outcome of a desired behavior. The user is doing what the user is supposed to do.
Hmm.
The server is responding the way we want it to respond, and so on.
Hmm.
And the sad path is the opposite of that, when something is going, off the rails, out of bounds, when the shit hits the fan. Can we say that? I think
Yes, we
I think
can.
I think that's kosher enough, right?
Yeah, it's kosher.
Yeah. No, so the sad path is basically what happens when things are not going according to plan, or the 100% desired behavior. And in test-driven development, this is actually an interesting point, because the way I look at it, when you approach a new feature, you look
Hmm.
at the feature, and you look at you at the user story, when a user, or as a user, in order to achieve something, some business value or some upside, I want to do this and that, right? Uh, and so that's what you code. That's what you start with. You start with fulfilling the user story, or making this user story happen. But
Hmm.
then you start to think, what if, right? In this what if terms, what if the user does not fill in a proper email, or what if there is already an account like this in the database? Quite often and I'm using emails and passwords and stuff, because we are dealing with creating accounts. That's
Yeah.
the topic for today.
Hmm.
Or what if the server is down? What if this and what if that, and so on, right? And these are the sad paths. That these are the scenarios that could possibly go wrong. And it's important to think in those terms, in my opinion, because it reflects in the code. That's where you start to build all the error handlers, the try catch, or whatever, uh, and that drives the whole thing forward.
Hmm.
So if you have the project up and the code, we can have a look at where are we so far, and then we can
Yeah.
start to build scenarios for the sad path. And while you're pulling it up, just a
Yeah.
brief orientation. This is a React client. We are dealing with authentication. We're creating user stories for we created a few user stories for that, and we are implementing an authentication, or creation of an account and authentication at the same time. Uh, but a disclaimer: we do not have the backend functionality in place yet.
Hmm.
So we are assuming, we're making a lot of assumptions in terms of what we will get back from the API. We're not 100% sure, which makes the development of a sad path a little harder, but not impossible in any way.
Yeah.
Is that a fair assessment?
I think that sums it up. That
All
sums
right.
it up. Um, just making sure that I have the latest latest commit, and it looks good. This work in product as response code test. You don't have any later ones, right? Did you push to me?
Which one was?
I'm just gonna pull it down for myself. I think, yeah. Now we should be good. Let's have. Oh, don't need to fetch you. What I wanted to do is look at my logs, and now I have this.
Yeah, that's the
This one add spec. Okay, great. So let's fire up our trusty test runner. Let's see if that runs any faster than usual, because now
you did update your streaming settings. I mean, streaming setup, right?
I did indeed. I'm doing some screen capture now, so I should get by. Yeah, it's so much faster already.
Oh, that's awesome.
Look at that. And we are interested in this test. Oh, it's so much nice.
All right.
But let's make this a bit bigger. So anyway, we have an it.only, it looks like. Let's dismiss that. And see a debugger commented out that we left in. That's okay. But in our question, user can create artist account file. We do have an it.only here, so this is what we were working on, and what we got to go green. Just gonna remove that, format this code, rerun this file, and see some green, hopefully, which is an indication that we did indeed solve the happy path. So I think I made some comments that we can now delete because we are doing all of this. But I also made some comment here in the sad path. So, in the happy path, we are sorry, in the happy path we are signing in, right?
Well, signing up.
Sorry, correct. Yes, we're creating an account, we're signing up. Here we will also sign up in a before each. So let's add a little before each. And I actually wanted the code with that, please. Thank you very much. And I'm just gonna grab this whole thing, but I'm gonna change the intercept a little bit. So our user is still doing the same thing. So this is, of course, now a good candidate for a Cypress action, custom command. Right. So we're going to send off the request. It's going to still be a post request. It's going to have probably a different fixture, and it's going to have a different status code.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think 422 is a good one, but is that too?
422 is unprocessable, right? Unprocessable entity.
Yeah. So in my mind, it's like if they've messed up their email, or if their email is not an email, we get a validation error on that. If our API, again, making assumptions now, that's not great, but if our API will have some kind of email validation on the back end, then presumably we do get a 422 back with probably a little message. So I'm going to say create account response, and I'll just say error at the end of this file. Hopefully that's okay. Let's create a fixture so that we count response error.json, and unclear what this will look like.
Yeah, so I think that I'm accustomed to Rails, so
I know
it's errors, and then errors is an array usually, and the array will contain strings, and depending on what sort of error we are duplicating, right? But in this case, we can just say email has been taken. or
Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep it
yeah.
simple.
Let's
Email
do
has
that.
been taken.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's all I will do here. Let's go back to our test file. So now we're grabbing this error response. We're passing along a 422, and I want to create it, but with a different alias. So I'll just say create account error to keep the same kind of format. We're doing the same thing here. So I'm going to delete this one. And what do we expect, really? We can say, it is expected to.
So there are a few things, right? We want to make sure that the so we want to test for the response, right?
Right.
That it returns 422, right?
Response. Yeah. How did we write it up here? Is expected to respond
Respond with a 202,
Yeah. Is it
222, right?
expected to respond with a 422? What did we call it? There, status. Status. Let's delete that. And so we can just say, well, you know what? We're going to be very lazy. Copy this, put it in here. We need to change the actual alias, but this is all good, except this, of course, now needs to read 422. And, do we expect it to clear the input form, leave it? There are lots of things here, potentials, but I guess I would really like to test for the user has to be notified that it didn't work. Expected to inform the user the account creation did not work. Maybe. So there we would have cy.get and a data cy and tricky. This I assume Chakra UI might come with some kind of toast thing. So that would be one option.
Probably
yeah.
To research that. I will do a research on this.
Yeah. So for now, I'll give it a notification data cy. Change that if it doesn't make any sense down the road. But we should say that should contain text, and we'll do this dynamically so that we can, if we end up using an API that is clever enough, which I'm sure we will, to render different messages back in that errors array, we can expect it to include this string.
Yes, and remember that the errors will be, an array, so we have to iterate over it somehow, right?
Yes, but not necessarily in the test,
No, so of course.
Sorry. And also, I think contain text is flexible enough that Anyway, yeah. So that's okay for this one. Right. So I'm gonna delete this because we're already doing it. Fill out the create form. Yes, we've done it. The click sends it off. This test on line 83 is the error message. And then I have this expect the URL to be the create sign up URL, which is a bit redundant to test here because we're not doing any redirect. I don't know. What do you think, Thomas?
I don't think.
Yeah, I think
we should stay on the same. The thing is that this could also be actually a valid test because we should stay on the same URL, which is the
yes.
Right in the hyperpath we're actually going to someplace else, right?
We are indeed to stay on the sign up. What is it? Oh, we're actually not. Or do we have a test? We have the CUI URL for projects create, but do we check? No, we don't. So
We
hang on a
don't.
second here. We should add a test to say,
Yeah, to read it.
first of all, it is expected. Well, here's the redirect, right?
Right. Yeah.
But but when we try to do this, right, we click on create project, and then immediately, we could do a few things in between here. This is where the redirect happens.
Well, but this happens because it's a restricted route.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but we
What are you
could.
thinking?
Well, I mean, we could split it here and then have another describe block for filling out the the email and the password and clicking submit. But instead, maybe it's enough for us to say to stay on the sign up.
Sign up page. I think it's and then just say URL
Yeah.
is /out or whatever. I think
Um,
we can begin with this and then we'll see.
yeah. Yeah. Include /auth. I can't remember what it was. I mean, we'll
I think
find
it's
out
out.
if I
Yeah.
need to change this. I guess I could just open app.jsx and not be so lazy and look here because we have ID and route. So I guess it's not getting its own route. It probably should, right?
Mm-hmm.
But one thing at a time, because we're doing test-driven development and I haven't run the tests yet, so I'm not going to change the code. That's discipline. But okay. We have now 3 tests in a describe block. So I'll put a dot only here first and see if I get any syntax errors. It doesn't look like it. We're getting an Axios error. That's fine. And it's stopping the run there, which is fine too. So can I
kick it? Yes, you can.
Can I kick it? Kick it as in, can I make this first one go green, or do you want to?
You go on and go on.
Yeah, all right. Let me go on a little
I've been
bit.
up to 3 o'clock this morning coding on some shitty legacy code. So
Did you stream the whole time?
Well, I did stream it, but it was
Yeah.
such a devastating experience. It was jQuery, okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So it
Oh,
was
there
a
you go.
plain, good old-fashioned HTML-ish kind of thing, and I was struggling with a piece of thing, and then my computer was also giving up on me, so it was horrendous. I missed you actually. I needed some.
Yeah. Some co-suffering.
Yeah, or at least somebody to tell me that, Thomas, you were not a bad person just because you made one shitty session.
That's not weakness. That's just life. But this is an interesting thing we're getting right now. We're getting even though, look, we don't have an error handler in our code here on line 33, 34, 35, where we're sending off the Axios request. But even so, Axios is clever enough to raise an Axios error, which is printing out very nicely in our Cypress test runner.
Yeah.
But we don't want to rely on Axios, of course. So we're going to write a little error handler here inside the handle submit. And of course, the minute that we have sign up and sign in, this stuff is going to live in its own file somewhere. Maybe that will be up for refactoring even on this
Could be.
this go. But what I will do is rely on something called a try-catch statement, which is a nice, I think begin rescue is the Ruby equivalent. And, this is what we're going to try to do.
And then we
This
said
is
it's
our,
like a debugger on the catch.
yep, that's my intention. So I formatted the code there. That's why it just moved around a bit. Okay, so I can have a look at error maybe. Let's find out about that. So I need to open the development tools in order for the debuggers to hit. I need to actually reload the test. And yes, we are in the debugger, and it's very tiny here on the side. Get a little bit bigger. So I know the resolution is probably not going to go, but it first indicates that we've hit the debugger that we've meant to hit, which means, I can even go and look inside the error here, but I'm interested in doing this this way. So interestingly enough, it's still an Axios error.
Yeah, but you can probably say could you say error.body, error.data or something? No, request response.
Yeah,
okay,
hang on.
error response data.
.data. Yeah, that's it. So it's error response. Yeah, that's indeed it. Error response .data.
And there you go. The
errors, and we'll grab the first thing, and there's our message. So, I can just for now say const, maybe it shouldn't be called that, but at least now I can do something with this message. If I just do this, so I'm not doing anything with the message, right? I'm curious, if I reload this now, am I at least seeing that 422? Yeah, so I went green on my test. I'm happy. I'm going to be a responsible pair program colleague and remove my it.only. And then I will make a commit.
Yeah. And while you're making the commit, I'm going to do a little bit of research on the templates for the Chakra UI while you push it up. And see if there's anything that is about like toasting-fying things. Cards, buttons, contact, sidebar, the product details, carousels, footer. Not much navbar, sidebar, authentication, newsletter, contact, cards, buttons. What is the result? No, success result. Why would I do this like that? That's weird. That's not Toastify.
No.
Let's have a look at Chakra UI Toast. Toast. There it is, Chakra UI. Okay.
So what is it? Let's see it in action, though.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. It's nice and clean.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. I mean, I will say that, like, does it not have a timeout? Do you have to manually? Oh no, it times out. Okay.
Timeout, yeah.
All right, I'm down. I think I have a soft spot for React Toastify.
Yeah,
but that's just adding a whole bunch of CSS that we don't need. We already have it.
So we have an error toast. That's what we need. Like, right.
Yeah.
Toast. So toast, use toast. So we're importing use toast from Chakra UI probably, right? Right. Yeah, I can toastify this. Subtle toast. Left accent. Top. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, but okay. Custom container. Yeah, I'm not interested in custom containers. Where do we want to show the toast, by the way?
Well,
never mind. Oh, you're not visible. Why are you not visible? Because you were not here yesterday. There you go.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, there I am. Hi.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll
yeah, I
see.
mean, just do it as the default, and
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
think, I mean, part of the charm now is that after we have the default one to throw in the keywords to have it appear left, right, top, whatever, becomes quite easy, no?
Exactly. Are we on the same user creates artist? Is that what we are?
Yes, and I just pushed to my my branch.
Gotcha. User can create.
Maybe
Oh,
do a git stash.
yeah. What did I? Oh, I didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, it's just
There we go. Right.
very
So
nice.
let's open this up. Righty on. Right. Okay, so you made the no, you made this one pass, right?
That's right.
Okay, so we need to do this one at this stage. So let's just do yarn Cypress. Um, right. Yes, I'm ready. I'm getting ready for my trip tomorrow.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
a cool place, huh?
yeah. So that's
Is
gonna be
it,
nice.
are you? But you're not bringing your setup, are you?
No, no,
Good.
I'm just bringing my laptop. But I was
Mm. You're thinking about that portable monitor, huh?
yeah, I'm thinking about that portable monitor. So I'm actually, it depends on when we get finish today. But I'm thinking about heading over to like Webhallen or someplace else and purchase that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but no, I'm not gonna bring the PC. No,
No, no,
no,
no.
no.
Don't do that.
Let's run this guy. And yeah, by the way, big news. Elliot, my son, he won a bid for an apartment. Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
So
Fantastic.
he's making big steps.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
that's great. That's great.
Even
Yeah,
after, right. No, so that's a big thing for him, of course. So we are on the sign up JSX, right?
yeah. That's where we were
Right.
working.
And so the thingy here is, I wonder if I should deal with toastifying or sending messages from the app JSX and use and dispatch this message. Do you understand? Like, and I can use, since we have Redux installed.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So yeah, I
I think
think
sometimes you can, like if you in React Toastify, for example, you just put a component in app.jsx and then you import the hook only where you want to use it wherever you are in the application, and it just
yeah,
works seamlessly. And it looks like the use toast. Right. Look. Oh, call use toast at least one component level below chakra provider.
yeah. So it's gonna be, but checker provider is in the index JSX, so that's
Yeah, but
we
what I'm
need.
saying is that chakra provider might be where it's actually where the toast is actually rendered.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I will run one test. It is expected to store uh, error message in application state. All right.
Hmm.
And I will cheat a little bit because I don't remember the syntax for this application state. Right. So I will just this should be on. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. I can say application state. So we're gonna no, yeah, we're gonna
I
wait
don't.
for
No.
we're gonna wait for create account error, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
And
We may
then
not.
uh, uh, so we're gonna. Oh, now my computer is acting up already. Shit. Messages. You see this shit?
No. Oh, right. That it's not.
God damn it.
Hmm.
Oh fuck. What is going on with my comp? I don't understand this. Is it? But I am not streaming this. Let's kill this. Oh my god. Hold on a second. No, hold on a second. Let's see. First of all, why is my... I don't know if you can see this, but I can't really access my Clean My Mac at this point.
Yeah, and they just updated the interface on Clean My Mac, I noticed.
Oh, everything is so... Oh gosh. I don't have many things open at this point.
Mm-hmm. What's your CPU load?
Well, I can't even
Oh,
access that.
okay, never mind. Do you have like a Docker container running somewhere or a massive database
I should
without
not.
realizing it?
I should not.
Yeah.
Am I running Spotify or what am I running? Oh, okay. Let's just see what if we can get it. So messages, content should be given and have length 1 because we got 1 error. Right. So I'm just gonna really swiftly create a new file. Messages message slice .js, and I'm just actually gonna just copy this. Okay, I know that this is really bad, but I'm just gonna do is the current content is an empty array, and then we say no. So we're gonna say message the set message as we said, and then the state we just call that content action payload, and then we just say message slice right. Content is initial state this, and then the message initial state that set content, right. Set current user, and that would be set message. Good. Okay, so no debuggers, which is of course, why do we have this debugger here? I don't know, because it's a leftover. Gotta remove that.
Yeah.
We're
So
going to
resting with
store.
href.
Yeah. Did I miss? Oh, I misspelled. Well, thank you very much. There we go. Why is he? No, never mind. Should it be messages or message? Should it be messages? Perhaps messages.
Perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps messages. Yeah, so messages. Messages, right. We want messages, and then in the test, messages. Right. Okay, so this should fail for me now. Only just gonna invoke that one. Right. Why is he not waiting for this?
Maybe that alias is called something else in the sad path.
Yeah, no, because I forgot the
That'll do it. Yes.
Right. And it's an empty array. Right. So we will go into this sign up thing, and then we're gonna say dispatch, right? And so we're just gonna say set message, right? Just gonna move this up onto here, and then we're gonna say dispatch set message, right? But we're just gonna dispatch all the errors. Right, let's have a look at that. Why? Message content and have length of 1 and have length of 1. So it's not happening. So we need to go into the message slice.
Wait.
Set the debugger here. Let's have a look at the action. Right, and the action is payload. Yeah. State content, action payload. Email has been taken as an array, right? Set message. And the action is messages. Yeah. And so if we now go to but we haven't, so we need to dispatch that. That's what we need to do. Right. Okay, so now if I do Windows store get state while the reducer is executing. Okay, so the reducer is executing. Okay. And now I can't access that.
Right,
yes,
now we're outside. Or?
No, I could access
Oh,
it.
look at that. Nice.
Yeah. Messages content. And yet this one is, because you see it's failing on the length. Messages content should be an array, and that is passing, you see? This one is passing. And the length should be 1. Why isn't it 1? Right? Weird. So this is working. All of that is working. Even though I made it really fast, this is not a problem. So get state, messages content, be an array, and have length of 1. And have length of 1. And you know, it's clearly messages content length is 0. Why would that be 0? Because, oh no, it didn't. You see this? This is actually, boom. This is one of the weird things, right? What am I missing? What am I missing? We're waiting for this.
Then you invoke
get state. And the dispatch set message. And we clearly saw that this was already happening, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're preventing default, so we're not reloading the page. Right. Okay, let's rerun this. Okay, you see this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Why?
great.
Why? And this is just an instinct, just let's rerun and hope for the best. But I mean, this is the definition of insanity, isn't it?
Right, yeah.
Okay, so
Hmm.
all right, so let's leave it at that. Good stuff. So we are storing this one here, which means that we can go back to this guy and think about this toastifying.
Yeah.
If toast is active, toast. So use toast. Okay, so I need to import use
Into
toast somewhere,
yeah.
right? And the question was where, but let's have a look at the app.jsx because the provider.
Mm-hmm. There's an index.js.
Yeah.
Yeah. So app.jsx or below, you should be good.
Yeah.
It doesn't. In theory, it shouldn't matter.
Right. So you're just gonna use toast. No,
Mm-hmm.
he didn't want to.
There it is.
There it is.
Yeah.
So
it
we
looks
will
like
just
they do the const toast equals use toast. Yeah. An S in the const.
sorry.
That's all good. Mm-hmm.
And now we just say, well, we need to use selector, right? So const content equals use selector,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be state messages, right?
Yeah.
Right. And then
You're almost going to have to do a use effect where message is in the input array if you're doing it this way, right?
right.
Yeah. It feels like we can, if it's possible to just use toast anywhere in the app, it might behoove us to put it in
No, we don't
the
need. No. We don't. Can't we just do content length? Can we just say, is this greater than?
Yep.
Ooh. Toast. How do we use toast?
Just
ID,
parentheses and then pass in an object with.
So do we need to give this an ID or what?
Title. ID, no.
Okay, just say title.
You basically had title, description.
Title, and then content. Content. We're just gonna do this first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try this now. You did toastify.
Yeah.
You did toast.
Yeah.
But we're looking for data CY notification, right?
Yeah, we haven't given it a data CY yet.
Can we do that? I don't know. Can we? Yeah, well, can we?
We can make it. We can make a custom toast component. Can we pass in? Well, okay, a toast has props, color scheme, container.
You know what? Let's just try this. Let's just try this. Let's just say data CY because it has we need to use this, and then we call it notification, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no harm in trying, right?
No. There's no harm in trying.
But there was no. And why would
Have a look.
he? Class. No, there is no. We don't have that.
Yeah. I guess we can look for the actual phrase appearing somewhere on the page.
Yeah.
You know, as a workaround.
Yeah. Yeah. But we have a problem still.
Yeah, but I think we've made life very complicated for ourselves. Is there a reason why? Well, I guess we might want to keep the messages in application state, but
because the thing is that this will allow us to send out these messages from anywhere. Do you understand? But why is it toasting this twice?
oh, but that's because we're in React strict mode and everything is rendered twice. That's intentional.
Okay, so can we stop it from rendering twice?
Well, if you get rid of React strict mode, yeah,
Do
you
we
can.
want that? Or, I mean,
React strict mode does come with some nice warnings that,
yeah,
but I mean, comment it out and see the difference.
yeah.
See if I actually know what I'm talking about. I can't guarantee that, you know. But if you reload this now, we should only see one. Yeah, haha. I learned something at one point.
What the fuck?
It's a safety feature. I can't explain why really.
Prevent from rendering twice. I don't want this to render twice. Can't. Signal can't detect side effects for you, but you can have the spot the baby. Where's components twice? On dev, but not production. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I see the, yeah. And that's routed resume.
Yeah.
Right, it is, but yeah. 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 Okay, so I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. We read S5 is asking us if the strict mode wants us to see the error message twice, I guess. So
Yeah, maybe. I mean, no. The reason it must be that only certain errors are triggered if you render a component twice, right? I mean, why else would they do that?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm so unsure whether we should keep it or not. So should we have it enabled or should we have it disabled or?
We can always add it back in.
Yeah, let's keep it commented out for now. Then.
Yeah, because we're doing acceptance testing. I mean, we're doing end-to-end testing,
Yeah.
so we should not see too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So the only problem with this one for now is that we can have type. I think it's called error.
Yeah.
And now we will see it's no, it wasn't that. Okay, so that's.
It's.
So what is it called?
Is it called status? It's status error.
Status. So we read So is your suggestion we should remove that or comment it out,
My
or
my suggestion is to try to import that hook use toast inside of the sign up component and use it inside of the try catch statement. And the reason I'm saying that is because once we extract that into a auth service, we can import the hook there, and if it works the way that like React Toastify works, for example, it means that we can tweak then each. We won't have to store the status as in a success or error in application state. We can just, when we invoke toast, we set it there, and so it's less stuff to put into Redux.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I'm thinking that you can't import hooks into JavaScript files. Hooks only work in components.
Yeah. So what you can do,
you can pass it in.
You can pass it in.
But
I guess
that feels, you know.
You could. Now I'm second guessing myself because in my this morning pages, I have a solution for it, but now I'm wondering, did I store it?
Yeah. Now we have a comment here about keeping the strict mode or not. So whether you're thinking, let me read this one out loud. There are two ways, or do E2E testing only on the production build, which I suggest, but it's not the scope of this this stream, or comment it out because some tests can fail. Right.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually. The test is actually still passing with the strict mode enabled, because the only thing I'm checking for is that this email has been taken is actually included in the body. I'm not looking for if it's included once or twice or whatever, so this test would still pass with the strict mode enabled. But let's leave it commented out, and we can address this later. Also, you know what, Max?
Yeah.
I think that at this stage we just made this test pass.
Yeah.
We can keep it this way, which I agree perhaps was a bit of an overreach, but we can refactor this when we need another status and so on, whether we dispatch it or okay. I have a counter argument for creating this in the auth module or whatever, because then it will inevitably lead to code repetition when we want to toastify something else. So we will repeat the code in application.
That's fair. That's fair.
Having it on a high level is cleaner, but we will have to dispatch later. We will have to refactor this and dispatch the status, because this is an error. Next time we toastify something, we're probably gonna have a green or blue or just an informative toast, right?
Yeah.
But for now we can leave it. Because this one lives.
Yeah. No, I'm happy. And actually, the solution I had on the other project, you're quite right. React Toastify, I think probably intentionally, their toast function is a function and not a hook. So anything goes as long as you have their like toast provider toast container somewhere in your app.jsx. You can import toast from React Toastify and use it to your heart's content in any JavaScript file. But that we don't have access to here, because now it looks like it's a hook. So this is probably the better solution, even if we don't end up passing in status and so forth.
Let's keep it this way, and we'll see later. So this one is, so by the way, we read, thank you for your suggestions.
Thank you.
I feel that the discussion is kind of moving into two different directions at the same time, right? So, but we're good. Let's do git status. Right. So git add this,
Mhm.
git cim adds message adds whoops, God, ignore this. Right, there we go. Messages to app state adds toast to app JSX. Right. This is what I managed to do. So git push max user creates artists. Right.
Okay.
And then we have, you can pull it down, I guess.
Yep.
We do have another
Doing it.
test.
Origin user. Yes, we do. User pull that down. Okay. And I have my.
I left only. I'm sorry about this.
That's okay. Well, at least I get to start my little session with some green, so that's much appreciated, right? Right? Yes.
I think we Red just made it our VIP list because we got a no problem first, comment. Let's toast to your registration form, and an emoji with two glasses toasting and a party emoji, and which brings me to my gin thingy. I was feeling a little better yesterday, and Jessica bought 4 bottles of this tonic water with cherry flavor. But we were too tired, unfortunately. I got too caught up in this damn legacy code project, so we never got to drink them. So we're gonna have ourselves gin,
Nice.
gin toast. So I'm really sorry, but I just need to show off that gin.
Go ahead.
Let me just switch over to me for a second here. So yeah, this is the one. Right, the blue velvet violet gin. This is the way to go, right?
I'd sing the song, but we would
look,
get DMCA'd. Oh, nice.
Look at this change of colors. This is so beautiful. I mean, this is the best part of making this drink, is to see the color change like this. This is truly classy. Thank you very much, We Read. This is truly classy. All right, back to coding.
Yeah.
Back to coding.
Back to coding. All right. Some routing. So we're actually getting red, okay? Just to remind ourselves of what we're actually doing. We're testing that we're expected to stay on this sign up page. And so we're checking for a URL that should include /auth. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't really like auth, but whatever. That's fine.
No, but what's the red stuff in the console? What the fuck?
The red stuff in the console? That's this is like.
No, but there was something else about the updating. Rerun the. Oh, there you go. Warning.
Oh, look at this. Cannot update a component toast provider while rendering a different component app. To locate the bad set state call inside app, follow the stack trace described. And
so my solution was like not really.
They didn't like it. They didn't like it, huh?
Neither did I, but I thought it was at least a solution.
Well, do you want me to?
Do we care? Do we? It's a
we
warning.
Care.
Of course we care.
We care. We do care, and I mean, should I go for that?
You should go for that.
All right, let's go for that. So I'm just switching back to the old test, which though green and email taken is yelling at us. So we basically have some component, the toast provider. It's being rendered at the same time. So for now, what I could do is in our sign up.
But no, so can we take a look at the app.jsx again? So
sure.
He's re-rendering the app.jsx because the content changes, right? We're subscribing using the use selector, sorry. And so that's why it's re-rendering. But
so we'll put it in if we does use effect trigger the entire component?
you try with use effect.
Yeah, let's do that. So do I get the import? No, I did not.
No?
No.
That's weird.
Did I get it? Yes, I did. Oh, it's so weird to see it without React. Okay, right. And so the input for our use effect right now should just be content, right?
Right. And you toastify from this one.
Yeah. And so here I will say.
And you can use the ternary there as well. So you can just copy this with anything that is inside of the curlies. That's
Yeah.
my
Right.
idea.
And then I should just be able to comment this out completely.
Yeah.
And rerun the test and see if we get this warning. Hey.
Boom.
Let me run that. Boom. So use effect is our friend. Thank you very much.
In this particular case, yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and delete this comment.
And I should have listened to you. That's why we pair program, because you actually said use effect. But,
yeah, but then you tempted me with the beauty of inline ternary. So, like that's
what I do. That's what I do.
Yeah, temptation, ternary temptation.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I should commit this as a separate thing. So I'll just say ca-m, and here there's a picture of some sliced bread, and I'll say refactors, toast call to use effect in app JSX. Boom, git push origin, just goes like that. And can I keep going? You won't mind?
Sure. No. I mean, this was this was just a sidetrack.
Because this one's kind of interesting. The issue we have, of course, is that as we have it right now, when you try to create a new project, you stay on that path. You stay in projects create. You should actually probably be redirected to auth. And in order for us to do that, we need to head into app.jsx and probably create an actual route for that, which should not be protected. Do you disagree?
I do agree. I agree.
Okay, so the path for that is going to be auth, not like that, sorry. And oops, wow, I'm having a hard time here, folks. /auth. And we need to pass in an element for that, right? I think. So the element should be sign up for now. That was just to get the import. So did I get it? Yes, it's here. Now.
So we dispatch and redirect, right?
Yeah. Well, hang on. In the project create component, we have
I wouldn't do that. I know where you're heading with this, but I wouldn't. You know what I would do in the sign up JSX?
Yeah.
I'm just thinking in the try. Sorry, in the catch. After we dispatch, we just navigate to auth right after the dispatch.
But don't you agree that if we have this as a component, basically what I'm saying is that when you're not authenticated and you click create project, and I will write a test for this in a minute, but it's going to take some refactoring, then you should be redirected to the URL path that has auth in it.
Yeah. That's why you can navigate in here.
That's not what we have right now. What we have is that when we
okay. Well, I don't necessarily agree with that, because
why not?
Because look, in this protected route thingy, that goes against having protected routes. Do you understand? because the protected route is there, but you don't display the content. You just display the navigation form. Once this navigation form is done, you hit the same route again, and then the sign up form disappears. You know, I'm not. I don't think I know I'm not making any sense because I don't understand what the fuck I'm saying myself. But hold on a second. I think that sticking to the route itself is not necessarily a bad thing, but it could be a bad thing.
I guess it depends. If you see,
Okay. Show me the protected route.
yeah, we're in here right now.
Right, and
And
so you
what we're
return the
happening right
out.
now is that we're just returning the component. We're not doing any routing here. What I'm suggesting is we put in a
Okay,
navigate
okay,
here.
okay. But
Yeah.
okay, I got it. I
Yeah.
buy that.
Hmm.
But I want you to send in the message anyway with the navigation. We can do that in the React router.
Yeah, I think we can.
We can send props kind of or params or something.
Yeah. So the first, well, but yeah. Okay. Let me grab navigate. We already have outlet. And then let me remind myself React router.com. Just go into the docs because in navigate, it will tell me something, right? It will tell me about passing along some props, maybe. No. Maybe I have to look inside. Well, I'll just try it.
Navigate away first, and we'll see
Yeah.
about the props. Replace true. We have replace true. Can we take props? Oh yeah, you can send state, I guess.
State,
No?
that's what it's called, right? But oh, why is this written in class components? Even though it's React Router version 6. But what am I even looking at here? Navigate to, all right. To, boom, /auth. And then comes the question. Replace true is for the browser history in the browser.
Which I guess we
so
want, right?
we would want to set replace to true.
So if it's true, it's enough if you just say replace, probably.
We'll find out.
Or not.
But I'm
But
wondering
the state,
here.
right? The state.
Yeah, that's what I'm interested in. And well, this state is just from the class component. So how do I actually pass it along here?
Let me see.
Use navigate, talk about it. Yeah, optional second, replace state. So let's do state. Oops.
Whoa.
What the heck? Yeah. Yeah.
And
state.
then you say message. You can't do that, right?
And I'll say message as the key. The string. Wait, no, I have to.
No.
I have to say it as a string. Is that
No,
it?
no. But is it? No, you need to use doubles.
Why?
Because you.
Oh, is it a comma? No.
No.
Why are you so angry? You can't do that.
Why is you angry?
It's very
State.
angry. Maybe let me just head over here and look again. So
I don't even know if you can do this.
it might need another set of curlies actually, but that would be so weird.
No,
Look at that. I think so because
no. Gotcha.
because when you use the
Yeah, yeah,
hook, you have to push them in as objects.
Okay, let's try that. But we need to set a debugger somewhere in the
Yeah.
auth, in the sign up controller, because we need
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
And
So
do we allow this guy to receive some? Yeah, we just received message. Do you want it to receive state or
let's try state. But where can I put my trusty?
anywhere in the beginning when it's being rendered?
Yeah. Wait, hang on. So first of all, where did we use message that I just deleted? There. So here I want to say state dot message.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some weird trouble.
Yeah, we will. Maybe I can do it on the handle submit.
No, you should just put the debugger right underneath 24. Or there, no, after 27, right there, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that. It's gonna get weird, folks. Well, at least we did hit it.
So just check
And we have the right URL.
Yeah.
But
check
so
what
that's
state
nice.
is.
Do we have state? No, we don't at this stage.
Okay, just continue running. Now, check state now.
Yeah.
No, okay, let's run it. Wow. All right, let's hear it again. Let's check.
Okay, we're doing a
Now we are having
reading message. So it didn't get state, and it's trying to read message.
Okay.
So we'll probably crash out in a second. And
Okay,
there we go.
So do this. Remove the destructor and just say props.
Just props.
And
you are
just
now props.
you say prop state message, because this may render an error later.
Oh yeah. Which is down here. Prop stage message.
It's probably not gonna be props.
Still have my debugger in, of course, but let's see. Props is an empty array.
It's an empty array.
No, I'm sorry. It's an empty object.
Still empty.
Yeah. Yes, still empty. And you're still
So we
empty.
can't.
So
No. So we
it's
can't.
not. It's something weird in this. You could. This is probably not correct, right?
No. Just remove that. Just remove that. You could for you know what you could do. Remove state. Remove all of that. This is a dead end. What you could do is to dispatch the message.
Yeah.
And that will make our UI from a UI perspective or UX perspective, this might be good, because we are actually using a toast. So just instead of
to use it as a toast, we could do that.
So just dispatch the message, So you have to import this, use dispatch.
Yeah.
And import the. You can remove the import on line 3, by the way.
I know. You like to say, you can say, we can use dispatch. But don't I also need, because I had use selector. Don't I also need to import
the set message?
Set message.
Right, and now we can just.
So now I can say, hey.
If there is no current use.
Then, oh, do I have to do a little const dispatch?
Uh-huh.
Is that how they
Yeah.
usually do it? Just like that, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll say, okay, dispatch, and then set message.
And that needs to be an array,
And that needs to be an array.
You can't
And
do
for
that.
now, okay, let's do double quotes and say you can't do that, exclamation point.
Yeah.
Format the code. We're going to get rid of this comment in a second. I just want to see it do something. Oh, wait, I didn't clean up the other component. So that's not going to work. Hang on 1 second. Let's go into sign up JSX and do a little bit of cleaning here. So I'm just going to comment this out. And this is fine, but this now takes nothing.
Nothing.
And that's all she wrote. So do I still have the debugger? Yes. Get rid of that. And let's reload that. Should be interesting. I love it. It's a little too small for you to see, huh?
Let's dispatch the same thing. How many times?
A few.
And why would he do that? Why would he do that?
Yeah, let's see here. It tries to get to a protected route, so this kicks in. And then I guess this kicks in every single time the child components re-render or something? No. That shouldn't be it. But wow. Yeah.
Did you force reload the runner?
Yeah, we'll do.
No. When what does the error message say? The following error, maximum update.
It's from maximum update depth exceeded. This can happen when a component repeatedly calls set state inside component will update.
Okay, and that is the problem because that component, so we need to have a specific Toastify component, and that is called from app.jsx. Otherwise, app.jsx will be re-rendered over and over again. And since that is a top level component, then the entire app is being re-rendered. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, what I would do is to create another component that you call toast. No, you can keep it there. This you can keep. I would just create a toast component, perhaps in, I don't know, navigation, because it's a helper kind of thing,
Yeah. Okay.
Toast JSX or toast. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's in components directory. Toast JSX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do whatever you need to do, Rafse.
Oh yeah.
Remove line 1, of course.
Right.
And then from app.jsx, you just move these everything related to the toast, which was what? Use toast and the content, all of that stuff.
Yeah. Let's get that import. Oh, don't use toast.
Use selector.
We can grab the actual thing we want.
Yeah, you can comment these out from that.
Yeah, we'll do.
And then the use effect, you can copy the entire use effect.
Yeah. And then grab you there, and then we need use effect as an import. Does that give it to me? Yes, let's put it on top. Let's put you over the chakra thing. And
in app.jsx, you just import this toast.
Yeah, toast. So I'm gonna grab you from here,
and you just display it anywhere. And let's have a look at the toast component again, because we don't want to display anything at all. So you don't even have to, what, I don't think you have to return anything, but I'm not sure.
Let's see. Let us see. Oh, oh, you can't do that. An email was taken. So actually, it did work.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
that's kind of
yeah.
neat. That
Yeah.
is the functionality we were hoping for.
Yeah.
Let me do a little bit of cleanup, just so we don't need a return statement.
But you do understand what happened now with the app JSX, because since that this one was subscribing to those messages, it kept re-rendering, and now
Mhm.
since we are isolating that into one self-contained piece of user interface. I sound like a fucking
Listen to that.
Wikipedia.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
gonna
We got
grab
our
a
little
glass of water.
test.
I'll be right back. Okay.
Yeah. Do your thing. Toast JSX. And so while Thomas is doing that, let's get rid of this because that's commented out. We don't need it. And I couldn't help but notice that in the sign up JSX, we don't need this import. It's grayed out. So that's nice. I actually saw those warnings yesterday. And here we have, right. So here we have this text thing that we don't need. And does that mean that we're not using text anywhere? Probably we are. Yeah, it's still blue. So that's good. Let me go back here, reload. That's fine. Let's get rid of the it.only in the test file, please. And we'll just run this whole test file. Oh. Right. So we're not redirecting after success. So before we were getting a false positive. Well, I guess it wasn't a false positive because we were just staying in projects create. But I can address that very quickly, right? So we're asserting, first of all, which test is it? It is this guy. Let's put an it.only there, please. All right, so let's reload that, which means probably need a little navigate inside of our sign up component.
Did you break it?
Well, before we were going green on successful account creation, but now after successful account creation happens, we are not navigated away. We actually have to tell it. Before it was just staying on project/create in the URL.
And
But
showing the interface. That was my
yeah,
theory. You see, so that's why.
yeah, like a modal or something. I understand the thinking, but now in order to solve this, we would have to, after the current user is dispatched,
Now we need to navigate away
we
to
need
somewhere.
to do use navigate basically.
Yeah, but the problem is that we don't know where to navigate to. Well, we knew now, right now.
That's true, but we can
Store that in
probably
state.
get that from. I think we can get it from React Router, honestly. But I don't know how off the top of my head.
Well, oh fuck. We could use location on the like, you see. Okay, so if you go to the restricted route,
Yeah.
this is a problem, right? But if you go to the restricted route, we could, or protected route. So before we navigate to out, replace. Right. What if we do remove the replace? What that does? No, that wouldn't help us.
Well, what I'm guessing is that because like, well, let's see here. That's just the current location object, which we could grab
yeah, we could grab this on the
and
protected
pass it.
route and then
Yeah,
store
yeah.
it somehow, right? The best thing
Hmm.
for us would be to pass it in to the with the navigation, as a property,
Hmm.
and then use that in local state on that component, so that when the sign up is actually done, then we just push on and navigate to that one,
Yeah.
to the original route that the user tried to access. But this
Yes.
starts to be a bit, there are a lot of unknowns if we can do this or not, because to pass this in with the navigate, prop. But we should be able to pass in props, right? That's you know but apparently we can't. We tried that already.
We will figure it out. We have seen it done. I have done it. It's just
Or
the
we go back to my idea, or I don't know if it was my idea actually. If it's a bad idea, it wasn't mine. Use that, right? And just well, okay. So here's it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why don't we, instead of, go back to the protected route for a second. Let's have a look
Yeah.
at that. Instead of doing a return,
Hmm.
we just use the programmatic navigation, which instead of a component wrapper, we just say navigate to this, and then you can actually pass in state. So
That follows. Um,
so
Wait, so you're saying like,
just input use navigate, right?
yeah.
And
Hmm.
just say navigate equals use navigate, right?
Cons navigate, go to use navigate. Yeah.
Right. And
Hmm.
then instead, on line 11, instead of return, or 12 now,
Yeah.
we can still dispatch, right? If we want.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you just say, you comment out no return on this one. That's
Yeah.
it.
Right. 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 So let me do it this way. Boom. 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 And
And you just say
then
navigate
navigate.
out. And now you pass in comma and you say, as an object, state, and then
Right.
a new
So I need to
object,
grab
a new
use
object.
a new object.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't I need to?
new object, and that would be URL or original path or whatever you want to call it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Uh,
But I need to
Desired path.
store that
Yeah,
using use location, right?
right.
So the very first thing, I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess, if I put it first or not, but it's const location. This is how it's used, right? I'll look it up in a second. Use location, I think. So the first thing we're doing is we want to grab the current location object, some side effect location, whenever the current location, okay.
Yeah, it's location.
So
It's just location.
yeah, use location. Okay, and then we say state, and that has, as you said,
Original
yeah,
route.
that's original route, and that is location.
Right. I
We're gonna have
guess.
to open this up and look at it because it might be funky. But okay, so then we're navigating to auth,
Yeah, and now
which
the question is whether
means
we want to do we need to use params, or
right. So use params is for grabbing, this kind of thing.
right? Yeah. So that's not
But
it.
we looked and we said and it's not use location. Which one was it? Uh, it's not use match.
You know what?
Returns.
Just set that. Just allow
Yeah.
the sign up to receive props again. Line 23, and put a debugger.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whatever. Let's go there. Let's open
I
up the
wonder
dev
if people
tools.
think that we sound like a married couple or something. I don't know. Come
Yeah,
on, do this. Come.
oh, now it's yelling again about the toast update. That's annoying.
What?
Oh, I'm also, well, no, I should still get there. You should call navigate in a React use effect, not when your component is first rendered.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. So let's go back to here.
Yeah. So
Uh,
just place this entire if into the use effect. Shit, this becomes really weird now.
yeah, it really does. And import it. Effect. Thank you very much. And
Just put an
this needs
empty
to take.
array.
Hmm?
Yeah. Okay. Current user.
And then just move this whole thing in there,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
And I wonder if I now also need to give it set message and navigate, but we'll see. I probably need to give it location as well. Good Lord. This is, yeah, I don't know. All right, we're in the debugger at least, so there's that.
All right. So take a
Uh,
look at props now. It's
yeah,
empty.
yeah.
All right. Let's do it again. Just release it.
Well,
Oh fuck.
but wait, it did. Oh, it's so annoying. Basically, what is happening now, because this is the happy path, right? They log in, they click, I click
Okay. You
sign
know
up.
what? Let's go to the sign up and say props and then comma state. Let's allow it to take two. Right. Let's have a look if something is happening.
No.
No. And we release it.
Um,
Let's rerun
yeah,
the whole thing with forced.
force reload. No, I think we just need to look a little bit further. No.
No, it's empty.
There's got to be some React routery way of grabbing this. Like, look, there's something called a memory router, you know. Like you can import the memory router, initial entries, like that could be interesting, but use router context. Oh, it's context. It's context. It's use context.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, hang on. Oh, this is coming back to me now.
I can't even find the use context hook on the documentation.
Context. Is it use in router context? Hang on. User answer hooks returns true if the current being rendered. No. But doesn't that ring a bell? Didn't we talk about
It does
this?
ring a bell.
Use context was like the. Yeah, you're right. It's not listed here. That's so annoying. Can I just search for it? Or do they not have search in there? No, why would they? Search the docs. All right, so we'll go over their head. Use context. 404. I was Google dorking. All right, React router. Use context. Understanding use.
Okay. Okay. So
No.
yes. Okay. So it's use location actually. In 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 the sign up, just
Mm-hmm.
import use location
Again.
and then location use location and then set a debugger again. And that should be location state original path. That's what I'm hoping for.
Okay, I'll force reload, actually regular reload. So we're here. Oh, location has all this data. Interesting. It's got a path name.
And
Well, this is
state,
just where we're.
and you have state, and you have the
Oh,
original route
nice. And look, path name. So it's good that we grab that because of course we need to say
path.
a whole bunch
Yeah,
of stuff. But
right.
okay.
All right. So we solved that one. Okay, now it's just
Okay.
about to hit the line.
So let's see here. But the issue then,
On the try, we
yeah,
dispatch this, and now we navigate.
okay. So I need to grab use navigate, right? And I can say const navigate is equal to use navigate, and then here I want you now to navigate to, and I need to say location, location
Up,
dot
okay.
state.
I think you might have misspelled location.
Oh, yes, I did. Location. Location dot state dot original route.
And then
dot,
it was called
it was called path name.
right.
Dot path name. Ugh, this is not very elegant, but okay. Okay, let's give that a whirl. And do I still have, yeah, I still have that debugger. Do I? Did I take it out? Hey, look at us
Hey.
going green.
All right.
Okay.
But why is he flashing the red stuff?
Let's see here. It's not.
Rerun it, please.
Oh. Yes. Well, that's just the favicon that will sometimes appear. It's not, but let me get rid of the it.only and let's make sure with all the other toast messages.
Oh, okay.
Because
I know why. Because it's the original toast. It's the original. You can't do that, but before you.
yeah.
And
Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought you meant in the
no. And
yeah. Yeah.
the test runner is faster than any user would ever be. So we're good. We're good.
Yes. Let's do this and cross our hearts, hope to die. That's a lot of green. But why is my console looking at the keyboard events? That's nice. All right. We're all green and we don't have any weird red warnings. Feeling pretty good about that. I'm going to go ahead and commit by adding our new. Have I forgotten to clean anything up? I think so. Probably. Well, maybe I won't commit then. Let me just peek inside here. App.jsx, no. Our toast looks fine. I formatted the code, formatted again. The protected route has a comment, boo, and it has an import that we don't need, boo. And that's okay now. And the sign up doesn't have anything grayed out. No. We should refactor this, but not right now. Okay, and one maybe final thing, but I'll give you the pleasure, Thomas, is to create some custom commands for
Gotcha.
for this good stuff. So let's maybe add all of that and get ci-am. And isn't there a toast? An actual now skål? Yeah, there we go. 2 glasses emoji.
Yeah.
Adds custom toast component auth route with wait, let me do that as a second line commit auth route, and maybe do that with a slash auth route using React routers. Use location. Boom. Git push origin user creates artist account. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. Let's switch over to me then for a while.
Yes. All eyes on you.
Yeah. All eyes on my Google history. There we go.
Yeah.
Googling all this weird stuff. Let's get that out of the way.
Did I dream that we like now that this like use context is gonna gnaw at the back of my head until I can remember when we.
I think I. It sounds familiar, you know. I'm not like
Yeah.
totally, but
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
I can't let it go. I'm sorry. So we're gonna just. So there is a. I think it's a React hook, you know.
Yeah, it is a React hook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with.
No.
With us.
It's they use it to. It's like a global variable. So like maybe dark mode. You could have the context of dark mode or light mode.
So it's an alternative to application style because it creates global
yeah variables basically.
Global variables, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So at some point we will probably want to do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Anyway, where's my runner? Where's my test runner?
Mm-hmm.
Webpack compiling. What? Come on, give me a break. Is this the same problem again? Yes, it is. Damn it! I need to. Yeah, I know. Use default. I can say use default.
NVM, use default.
Yeah. It's one fucking word, and it takes me weeks to do this.
That's a story. That's like standard programming stuff, you know.
Yeah. But it's embarrassing. It's a bit embarrassing. What's the warning? No, okay, never mind. Right. So user can create artists. We kind of forgot about one thing, but we're gonna address that in a second. This does look good. This looks good. It's an absolute win, you know.
Yeah, and it looks smooth too. It's running. Yeah.
Apart from the fact that we hard code the toast, you know, to be 0, but it doesn't matter. You know.
Details.
Right. Right. So so we have some code repetition, right? Okay, let's just give. Right. This. Right. Yeah, we can extract this.
Right, and that makes sense.
Yeah. So we're gonna extract this to commands, and we're gonna say Cypress commands add, and we're gonna call this guy sign up as, because then we can pass in some.
All right. Well, we haven't really. That's next on the docket, I guess.
Email, password. No, well, we can say this instead. Options, right? Options, and then we can just pass this in, and then we will say options, email, options, password, options, password, conf, or password, options, password. Because you don't necessarily have to do this all the time, you know.
Yeah.
Right. So now we can go in here comment this. No. Oh, sorry. This. Did I mess up now? No, I did not. Okay, good. So now I can say cy sign up as, and then option email. That sounds ridiculous, right? So the email will be this, and then password will be password. Sign up. No, sign up. Perhaps sign up is better, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sign up. That sounds ridiculous. Sounds 1990s.
I mean, I don't know if you've been walking around outside lately, but the young people have brought back the '90s fashion with a vengeance.
Oh, really? Shit,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
behind. I'm behind because I thought the 80s was in.
No. If you come and check out the vintage shops on Söder, it's there's some outfits. Let me tell you.
That's then the only thing I need to do is to open up my whole closet and
They can finally put your hoarder cred to
yeah
use.
to the right. All right, so
Uh,
this worked, right? So we can just do we can right. So we can remove this guy,
mhm. I mean, he
right?
should be one more.
And we can just copy this fella. And now my computer starts to act up already.
Yeah, well, almost there.
Right, so we just got to do the same thing here. Right, and that's it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. No onlys. No, we should be good on this. But okay, so while this is running, we'll see. So I'm thinking about creating another one. Actually, I can add it on top here. Cypress commands add, and we can call it get cy.
Oh yeah.
Selector or identifier. Let's call it identifier. Identifier.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just say ci dot get
Backticks.
data cy backticks, of course, backticks
Yeah.
equals identifier, right? And now we can do like on top we can get this one, right? So this was create project, so we can say cy this, right? Is that how I created it? Get cy. Yeah, so this should work now. Yeah, and it does.
Yeah.
So we could in principle change all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Right. Right, and then get body. Right, that's it. In this particular file, we have probably more of them. Right. Yeah, so we can use this. I think it will become, make our life a little easier.
Yeah.
Oops.
Mm. Create projects. Was that a curly in there or something?
Yeah. Where is that? Which one is that? Basically respond with a 422.
In the sad path, yeah. Line, oh, I see it. It's line 63.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It's one of these. Right. Okay, gotcha.
right.
Right. Right.
Okay.
So there's one little thingy, and I don't. Well, it kind of ruins the whole experience for me. No, not at all. Look, if we look at the thing, we kind of lost perspective
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
telling the user whether he's
hmm
an artist or a
Or a
you know
developer,
or a developer, and now we're just
or
allowing
both.
people to create an account and allow them to do anything. Now the thing is that we could put this off to the next story
Yeah.
because it's only it's like this telephone paradox, right? If there's
hmm
only one telephone in the entire world, it's totally useless. You need at least two of them
hmm
for them to make sense. And it's the same
Yeah.
thing in a way here. Since this is the only user role we currently have, we don't necessarily need to specify it. But when we have two user roles, then we
hmm
probably need to specify them. But on the other hand, I think it was included in our to-do list, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you have the project app on
Yeah, I do.
and what does it say?
Create account form, call to the API response handling with error handling, redirect after successful authentication, create button, add current user is
Yes,
artist,
yes.
and
So here
user
it
is
is. Here it
artist
is. Here it is.
functionality. Ah,
Right. So we're probably gonna put this off to the next stream
yeah,
because we need to take a break anyway.
yeah.
But I think we need to do that in this one.
I think so too. I think so too. Let's just
So
do it. Yeah,
so,
that's
uh, so basically, it's gonna involve us adding checkboxes here as we spoke about before,
yeah.
and then conditioning. Adding this function to is he an artist or is he whatever, right?
Yeah.
And then
I mean, we can do it.
yeah,
We can do it TDD. We can just two tests. Is the slider visible, and then does it store what kind of user they are in
yeah,
application state?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
at least we can keep our approach.
But the thing is that, well, the thing is also that it's gonna add some complexity to our tests because we should also prevent him. We need to write a scenario where the user doesn't check for the I'm an artist
Oh,
box. Do you understand? Or,
right.
or, well, no,
We can
yeah, exactly.
disable the button. I mean,
Yeah, because we can't. But let's say that let's say that he clicks on the create project.
hmm
Then, if he clicks on this create project,
hmm
then the create an account should already be pre-filled with this checkbox already checked. Do you understand?
Nice. Yeah, it should.
And we could modify this to say create an artist account. Do you understand?
hmm Yeah,
Perhaps.
perhaps. I mean, that's
And yeah, yeah. Because like we could then later on have join a project, and that would say create an developer account, and with the developer preset, right? With
yeah,
a little bit of UI telling the user that you can also be an artist. Don't be shy.
yeah.
If you want to be able to create projects,
hmm
you can check both. Don't have to decide now. You can update this later. But then that
Yeah,
opens up
that's
for
nice
another
too.
feature, which is the profile edit thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Right. We have some failing tests. What?
Oh, maybe it's you can't do that. Isn't
Yeah.
long enough on the page, it doesn't see it or something. Oh, it's looking for it in the wrong place. You know?
Yeah, we need to fix that. Where is
Yeah.
that? That's on the expected to kick the user out. I love the. Did I
Yeah.
write this? Uh,
I'm not naming names, but you know, there's only two of us on this
Project
feed.
visit. Right, interesting. Sorry. So where are we? We're on the project. We can't do this anymore. You see that? He doesn't want us to visit the project's one page. Why not?
Do we not authenticate programmatically
Not
for?
not here because this is as a visitor.
Oh, yeah. Right, but don't we just need to see instead of, oh yeah, you did get body.
No, we're failing on this.
But if we fail on that, project/1, shouldn't we just be brought to, what do we have in app.jsx? Um, shouldn't shouldn't we just be brought to it's protected route, so protected route kicks in, we're a visitor, so if protected route kicks in and there is no current user, we should be redirected to sign
Yeah,
in,
but we are
right?
not.
Why not?
I don't know.
Or reload,
Yep.
just in case. So the type error. But wait, wait,
I
wait,
think
wait,
I
wait,
know.
there's a type error. Uh,
Yeah, really. You know, well, this is a little cryptic, but I have a
mm-hmm,
theory, and that is that the protected route
mm-hmm,
in this particular case
mm-hmm.
doesn't have this original, or does it? No, it should have that. Let's set a debugger here. Let's set a debugger here. No, it doesn't even kick in. Well, really? What? What? What?
Is it possible that that use effect isn't being run because current user doesn't change?
Now, you see, this is rendering the project. Why is this? Why is this null? Why do we have it here? What is this doing for us?
It uh, state
You added
use
this 3
location.
days ago. But we're not.
Yeah, this was the whole.
Oh, okay, because we're navigating this way, and if we're trying to navigate to that one immediately, okay.
Like, yeah, look inside of projects. In projects, what do we do?
Yeah, we should make, yeah. So this, no, this will never work. Um,
Right, yeah, we're passing in state there on
so
line
you know what?
29 and
We
projects.
could do something like this. Use
Mm-hmm.
effect, uh, and then we can say no. Use location. Use right. Use locate. Right. So uh, use effect. There we go. Right. We can just say this, and then say. Could we say something like, if there is no state project, could we do this and then and then navigate Oh, come on, give me a fucking break. Navigate to. Oh, right. Okay. Well, So there we go. We just go to this and remove all the A's, and then we just use location, navigate, uh, use navigate, right?
Shouldn't it be enough to have just
Oh my God, I must be really tired now. Right. Could this potentially solve our test? Now I just want to see if it does or not.
okay.
No, it does not. And also,
I'm
okay,
still getting some kind of type error.
shit. Okay, and now my computer is acting up again. Okay, let's. Oh, come on, give me a.
Hmm. A spinning beach ball of death.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is like so annoying. What is. Now we need those safe operators again. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. Come on. No. Navigate. Is it navigate to, or what am I supposed to do? Is this just, am I doing this right?
Uh, Good question. I've already forgotten.
Yeah, me too. On click, we had this on click event somewhere. No, that is it. Read more. What? Okay, is this still a dead button? Where am I? Do I have the latest code on this? This navigate. No, this is right. Navigate.
Yeah.
This is correct. Anyway, this is of course not doing anything for us. Is it because I need state and navigate? Is there a debugger still? Let's forget the debugger now. Right. No, this is not doing anything for us. So let's just add the safe ones. Let's just see if we can fix this or not. I don't know. We don't. We could potentially. Let's see. If there's another. There is something in the protected route, right? Where are we now? We're in the protected route. Right, so what did I do there? Right, so now this should work. Potentially.
Potentially.
But there must be a more elegant solution. I just wanted to fix this.
Yeah.
Right. So that fixed the problem. Um, so this is a problem if somebody tries to navigate to that particular route directly, by
Yeah,
typing in the URL. It's a
yeah.
corner case, and it does leave us with a lot of code that will never probably be used. But we are navigating away if we are opening up this component without any anything passed in.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Because when
I
we
know.
when we access it directly, there is no state in this component.
Mm-hmm. How are we not getting? How are we going green on that before?
Because I don't know.
Yeah, me neither.
But I
But
mean, I
okay.
remember that we had the safe operator initially, right?
Yeah.
And then we removed it because we didn't see a need for that. But now there is obviously a need for that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Right? Let's run the whole thing. Right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. All right. Let's keep it this way. We can take a look at it with fresh new eyes later on.
Yeah.
Git status. Right. Git ci am.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Am adds fallback. Action if project component is read without the state. So this could be a temp solution, because later on we will probably in the project, now we're just passing in the project as a prop from the project's uh, index listing. Do you understand? But later
Mm-hmm.
on we will probably make another network call from this component. Do you understand? Because it does have, especially in this test, right? In this test we are actually passing in one, which is an identifier. So it has enough information to actually query the API for this project. It's totally doable, but that's not the way we are doing it right now.
No.
No, because we're passing it as a property, and therefore we need to have this fallback. But we
Yeah.
can probably remove it later.
Yeah.
Does that
We'll
make sense?
consider. That makes sense to me.
All right.
Yeah.
So git push max, and then user creates artist account. Right. But having said that, the problem with the user role is still very much an issue.
In play. Yeah.
Let's just take a quick look at the project itself, and we have a PR, and it starts growing on us. Shit, it's 23 files. Right.
Yep.
It's a very nice Git ponging, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
look in the
Apart
part.
from me not using Gitmojis, and also not using my own account for some damn reason. I will fix that at some point.
Yeah.
But it does grow a little bit on us.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, look, setting up routing, protected routes, all that stuff, like it's always going to be painful, but I guess
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's not a bad PR. The thing with these chakra thingies, way too long, way too big.
Yeah.
Stuff, way too big. Way too big. Hey, by the way, I need to I love component-based frameworks, right? So React is the name of the game. Most of the time, I uh, looked at Vue at some point, but look at this. Let's see if we have Git hub Tochman. I think it's Tochman. Is it Tochman?
I think so.
And if we go to, yeah, I was working. This is the legacy code. Now, uh, look, I'm using templates. I'm using handlebars in this one in a very cool
Oh,
way, because so I had this index.js that just grew out of proportion. It's a single page application, right?
uh-huh.
So it looks like this, um, right? And so
All right.
yeah, you can do some stuff, and then we have these projects descriptions and some testimonies from the clients. And you see what happens is that this large image is changing when I
Mm-hmm.
scroll. That was a sleepless fucking night, let me tell you. And then it changes to another one, based on if this is visible on things. But all of this is actually, or used to be, one single um, index HTML, and it's still massive, right? It's way too big still, but it was even bigger before. And
Mm-hmm.
so what I did is that I pulled in handlebars, and
Mm-hmm.
now I'm reading. I'm using jQuery. I haven't done that in ages. Let me tell you. Trust me when I say that this is pure bullshit. And and I can read this handlebars template. I can compile it, and then I can just inject the HTML into a specific part of the index, of this file that I identify with IDs. Just that. So I can now, I just have these 5 projects that are hard coded, and I display them. I haven't
Mm.
used handlebars in many many years. I used them when I was using Ember.js, which is also component based, came out of Rails, so that's why I was using this back in the days. But handlebars allows us to use templating uh, in in vanilla JavaScript, in vanilla HTML. Sorry.
Mm.
So it's not a bad thing. But I mean, if you do anything in uh, with dynamic data and all of that stuff, so this is pretty neat. So sometimes it's not a bad thing to dust off the some old
Mm-hmm.
knowledge and get things up and running. So that was one thing that I had to do. But then there is another one, uh, and I don't know if you ever seen this, but there is, let's see, website. Uh, right, so it's not on this one, it's on this one. Um, this one, right. So the website for Craft Academy is
Mm-hmm.
written in a small little framework called Middleman, but the interesting thing is that we do not use HTML, but a preprocessor of HTML called Haml. And Haml looks something like this. Uh, so I can use partials here as well, so don't
Uh-huh.
mind that. But you see, HTML tags are prefixed with a percentage sign. Uh,
Uh-huh.
divs
Oh.
divs with a class looks like this,
Hmm.
and this is also a div, and this is an H4 with a class of leader and paragraph and so on, right? And you can
Wow.
chain multiple. Um, we have an index here, right? So you can inject Ruby, uh, and you can iterate over things here, for instance, right? So you can inject you can embed
Mm-hmm.
Ruby code in Haml, because we're using Haml together with a Ruby based framework.
Where's the end after they each do?
now, so nowhere. This is the beauty of it, right?
Huh.
So it's and the reason why I wanted to show you this because it's a concept that is actually present in Python that is indentation based.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay.
You understand?
Yes.
So
Gotcha.
so
Yeah.
if you do not indent this properly, everything blows
It's
up,
gonna break.
right?
Yeah.
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 Uh, so so yeah, yeah. This
Cool.
is
That's awesome. I mean,
uh,
it makes me feel very good about working in component-based modern frameworks, but it
well,
looks great.
but no, well, but Hamel isn't bad in any way.
No, 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 of course not.
We actually there is an implementation of Hamel for React, and Hamel is it it's less code. Of course, you have to learn it, right? But it's less code, and it
Hmm.
forces you to write proper HTML, which used to be a problem. It isn't in React because React is very, if you forget to close a tag,
Yeah.
it will complain. So that problem has been fixed anyway, but it's still, it. I mean, out of a productivity perspective, it was great. I used to love Haml, and I used to use it when I was building full stack Rails apps back in, I don't know,
Oh yeah.
2016, 17, uh,
Cool.
up until then. But yeah, and this is legacy, right? This is a really, I mean, this code is really really old. You see, 7 years old, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that sometimes it's good to remember the old stuff, because it makes life easier in the present. And
Yeah.
with those theoretical, philosophical words, we're gonna end this stream.
Yep.
We've made great progress, and we learned a few things.
Yes.
The way I see it, uh, I'm a bit tired now.
Yeah, I'm a bit tired. I mean, we solved the kind of niche corner case, but and so even if like that actual functionality is not going to see that much action, what we learned along the way, it makes it worth it every time. So
Yep. Yep.
I feel good about that.
Yep. Sayonara, my friend.
Yeah, sayonara.
Whoever is watching this, remember to follow us. We do code, pair
Yeah,
program a lot. We make slow
yeah,
progress, but
yeah. But
solid,
it's the
solid,
journey,
solid
and
progress.
write nice descriptive commit messages.
Yeah, I think we do that, right? Can
I
we?
think we do that. I mean,
Yeah.
I think, I mean, again, old married couple. Like, I think I can read your commit messages and I know exactly what you did.
Yeah. So I
You
have
know.
I have a few friends on Agile Ventures that write like small essays on their
Oh,
commit
really?
messages. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay. I mean,
I
if
respect them
that's
for
your
it, but I
flow.
don't. I just want to get these things over and
Yeah.
done with. Anyhow, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I see you next time.